French are too strong for the Ukrainians. So here we are. Natalia KUZIUTINA, the silver medalist from the individual competition. She faces Romy TARANGUL of Germany. And Romy took bronze here. So that's a nice matchup. Priscilla Neto, I think, is going to be too strong for Shoshana Hevondian of the Ukraine. Sarah Loko will face Anna Nikitina. Clarissa Begninu, Olena Seiko. Marie Pasquet will face Tatiana Savenko, and Keti Mata will face Anna Brashko. I'll put my money on the French there. We'll see. You know, if we want to know whether that was a good decision or not, we'll have a look at the end and see what the scores are. But I can't see the Ukrainians troubling the French too much, whereas the Germans may give the Russians a run for their money. The Russian team is KUZIUTINA, Zabludina, Nabazina, Davidova and Dongzashvili. That's a strong lineup. The only one really missing out of there is Ivashenko, the European champion at over. Well, they've got over 70. It's over 70 in the teams, and then Tahangul, Roper, Maltsan, Thiele, and Konitz. That's a pretty good team there. Tahangul just putting back in a contact lens. The other fighters in the German team, they're so animated, screaming non-stop for Romy Tarangul. Iliana Marzog, Martina Treidus, Martin Krey, Viola Wächter, and Louise Maltzahn. They're all up there. Going to be joined for the first time today by Denzine White, and whilst you're watching at home, Tarangul and KUZIUTINA gives me a chance to chat to Denzine about two things. One, we'll do the men first, because I was just saying that from time to time we berate some of the performances by the British team, but that was a spanking, wasn't it? That they dished out to the Turkish team.
Yeah, it was, and the Turkish team are no pushovers.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Gold medalist in the I think the women's event last year.
A few,
finalists.
yeah, they were there. They medalled.
And in the men's event.
Yeah, and in the men's, yeah. So, mind you, at home in Antalya, you'd and Istanbul, and both did well there.
I
yeah.
really rate the Turkish.
Yeah, me too.
Judo as well. I think they're
very
one
good.
of those emerging judo nations,
especially with the women.
Yeah,
especially with the women. I mean, the men have been around for a bit, but the women, I think, are really strong.
Yeah, we were a little fortunate. They didn't have a heavyweight at the end there, so I guess that took some of the pressure off.
Yeah,
I think the team knew that once they'd won the first couple of matches.
But it was also
they only needed 2 wins. And
Percy, I mean, that was a great pickup on Sari. He's a useful fighter, and he dumped him, unceremoniously. Mackenzie, that Wazari that he scored was downgraded to Yuka, but that was a really good score. Danny Williams had a good win, and that was really neat bit of Nivaza from Ewan Burton on this side.
I think it was good to. It's a pity that more countries haven't entered the team competition.
Well, they're going to have to in the future, aren't they?
Well, they were told that this is the only way that they can qualify for the World Team Championships.
That's the route.
Brazil. This is the only route to it. And I think some of them are going to live to regret the decision they took.
Yeah, they will.
Not to perform here, because their teams were already here. And I understand the Olympics are just around the corner, and some of them may be concerned that athletes will get injured, but they can get injured any time. You're less likely to get injured in competition than you are in training, actually. So I don't understand their decision. We started with 8 men's teams and 6 women's teams. But really, it should have been
plenty more.
A lot more. It should have been double that number. When you look at the participation level in the individual events, and more than 40 countries taking part in the competition overall, you would expect more than 6 women's teams to take part in the team championship.
We were talking about the men's and their performance against Turkey, because we're going to see them again. But it was, I said it was really disappointing that Sarah Adlington couldn't pull something out against Kinzerska. She's not the best fighter in the world. I just thought that it's a little bit that was missing there. You're not going to be able to talk about that because being chairman of the British Judo Association, you're not going to knock one of your fighters. But just something that was missing there. Just couldn't pull something out of the bag for the team.
Well, it's no my opinions about the team are no secret. We just it's a general. It's not about any one individual. It's generally what I think about the team is that we don't throw enough to be on the medal rostrum. If you want to be on the medal rostrum, you have to be able to throw people. And we've got too many athletes at this level that just can't throw.
Sally Conway managed to bang a couple over, but that was...
And when they are thrown, consequently, because they can't throw, when they are thrown, they can't come back. If
they
go a Yuko behind or a Wazari behind, the only way for them to get themselves back into the match is to get the Shido against their opponent. And really, that's not...
Throwing skills, that's the thing,
You have to be able to throw at this level. And if you look at the people that are standing on the rostrum, they are throwing.
Well, we're back underway in this semi-final between Russia and Germany. As I said, I think this is going to be the closer of the two matches. The other is Ukraine and France. And France, for me, are just far too powerful a team for the Ukrainians to trouble. I'm going to let Denzan White get back to his duties and chores, because we've got Tatiana Flada waiting in the wings to give us some flash quotes.
It's all right, I can stay. I've got nothing to do.
I'm not going to tell anybody else
that. I can see that you don't want me around anymore, so I'm going to push off.
That was a gentle way of saying, wait. We need those headphones, pal.
Sling your hook.
Okay. Tatiana Flada is coming in here,
I'll see you later,
and then we very much.
I'll see you later, Shedon.
Shedon, yes. We'll put the L in my name in a moment, but
I think your controller's got some dyslexic problems.
We're going to try to help him with that. Yeah. Right. Here's Tatiana Flada. Denzan White will join us at another stage, and we're also going to be joined later on by George Kerr. And Denzan's going to remind George that at some stage he can come up here. I wonder if that's best done just before we go back on air. So we're going to go back on air at 5 o'clock, aren't we? So at about 4:30, we'll get George Kerr to sit in. But thanks to Denzan White, we always enjoy his company here. Hopefully he'll come back. Tatiana.
Yes, hello.
Grüß dich, wie geht's?
Good.
Right, Tatiana Flada, who have you managed to grab hold of, not literally today?
Yeah, well, in the mixed zone, we chatted with the German team after they lost their repechage match. They were very happy and relaxed.
Only 3 fighters managed to get out there.
They enjoyed themselves, and I asked them why they were only 3, and they were joking. Well, we were just taking a risk, but no, of course, it was because of injuries.
Yeah, Kapiska picked up an injury as well, didn't he?
Yeah, so he was. I talked to Alexander Witorzak, and he said, well, already some fighters were battling injuries, and like Christophe Lambert, he was not able to come out at all today, and of course he would have been a good fighter for them. and Kopiski got injured,
and then they were down to just the 3 of them.
Yes, just 3 of them, but they tried their best, and they were happy with the way they were.
Yeah, they got a win as well, didn't they? They had 1 win.
2 wins even. Wiczazak won and Wandke.
Really?
2 guys won there, and
they went down 3-2 with only 3 people in the team.
Yes, and 2 won.
Another win, and they would have been they'd have put them out.
Yeah,
that was quality. Yeah.
Yeah, and they said they are the youngest team here, one of the youngest. The
youngest
team. And
all youngsters. Yeah.
All youngsters, and so they were pretty satisfied with how it went for them overall. And then I managed to grab from the Russian team, they who advanced to the final. It was Murat Khachabirov, and he said,
"Oh, really?
Yeah."
You managed